Hi, I'm Redlaytee, and today I'm going to be watching The Expanse Season 6, Episode 1. Oh, and if you're looking for any previous episodes, The Expanse, unfortunately, I don't have any on my channel because I didn't start my reaction channel until after I had already watched everything from The Expanse. Sorry. But I'm really glad I can at least react to Season 6 for the channel. And before we get started, though, let's go ahead and do a quick recap about what happened last season. So last episode, we got to see Amos finally come back aboard the Rocinante. This time he came aboard with Clarissa, or aka Peaches, and he basically strong-armed Holden into allowing her to be on the ship. I love the way he did that. He's like, do you remember the time when you tried to kill me, but you didn't? I love that part. And after her total leap of faith, Naomi was finally rescued by Bobby and Alex. And unfortunately, during that event, we happened to lose Alex. I believe it was due to a stroke, they said. It had to happen, we know that, because of stuff that, whatever, but it just sucks. And then Avasarala has to deal with the rest of the meteorites attempting to hit Earth and the fallout from whatever actually impacts. All I know is I would not want to have her job, and I'm wondering what actually happened to Earth, if how many of those things actually hit, and how much damage it caused, and also what the dynamic's going to be on the ship now that Clarissa's there, and after she had tried to kill, like, basically all of them, but especially Holden. So, really interested in season 6. I can't believe it's finally back. I can't believe we're only going to get this season though. However, for anyone who watched Game Awards, oh my god, we're actually going to get the Expanse video game from the TELLTALE series with Drummer as the main character, with the lady who does her voice. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it and for anyone's interested, I'm going to put the link for that trailer to that video game down in the description. But anyway, I am ready for this show. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it.
Hey.
What is that?
What are you? It's okay. It's okay. You can come out. I'm friendly. See?
But is that friendly, though, is the question. It has like a snake face, sort of. What are they afraid of? Planet 2? Laconia. Isn't that the proto-molecule ship that created itself on Venus? And it said Ring 673. How many are there? And this is only Planet 2 in that one ring. I mean, that just tells you how big, the universe is. There's so many of them. And this little girl, who's this little girl in the beginning? And it makes you wonder, since the molecule ship is above the planet, will it actually land on it? Maybe that's why they showed us the planet itself, to show us how green it is and there's life on it with all kinds of creatures and stuff. Maybe we'll get like a small time skip after it lands or something, and we'll see the aftermath. Maybe it'll change the atmosphere and everything around it. Its own form of terraforming, I guess. I don't know. I was just showing what happened on Earth. Millions. Is the Earth gonna be a smoking ruin, and they have to go find another planet to live on?
Now Earthers know what it feels like to be Belta.
That was only a small bit of it, of what they showed us. The devastation's gonna be massive, and the aftermath is gonna last for like years to come. And who knows, that might even poison the planet to the point where, actually living on it any longer isn't even viable. And the real sad thing is, whenever they broadcast it on the news and stuff, it's probably just becomes propaganda for Marco's army. He's probably getting new people, new recruits every day because of it.
The combined railgun barrage destroyed the 3 incoming rocks.
Okay, good.
Secondary impacts?
Total casualties under 500. We have knocked down nearly every rock Marco and Neros has thrown at us for the last 6 months. As 200 individual strikes.
And he has kept
200?
what's left of our fleet pinned down doing it.
I'm so glad Bobby's with her. Grain farm.
Repurposing our atmospheric CO2 scrubbers isn't working. Meteoric contaminants are still rising. Every rock kills us a little more, even when they miss.
It makes you wonder if maybe towards the end, Avasarala's backup plan is going to be having to become like the Belters and go through the rings looking for a planet that'll become their own.
PDC-5 is also red. Power out!
Is Clarissa the new Pilot?
They're running!
Firing one!
Once again, I love how the ship's regular shots look like crisscrossing the lines of pellets coming out. It's an especially cool visual whenever the ship's actually rolling and it's doing it.
Well, I guess that confirms the rumors of free Navy activity in this area.
Probably all over.
Do you think I could convince Chrissy to pay us for every one of these assholes we take out?
I'd like to see you try.
I'm serious.
We're not mercenaries.
And we're not soldiers either.
Number one, I love how Amos still calls Abasarala Chrissy. And number two, Amos has a point. I mean, they're not being paid by the government to actually do this because they're not soldiers. However, they are actually doing mercenary work. They're just not getting paid for it. But thinking about it, though, how do they get fuel and basic necessities? Does Abasarala actually cut them a check sometimes for some of the things they do for her? Or how do they get paid? At the drone, yeah. What a great way to go from one shot to the next. From Amos to the drone.
God damn it, there's another ship down there.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. I don't think that is a ship. It's a drive.
Are they attaching thrusters to it? But I guess that would explain how they're able to launch like 200 strikes at him instead of slingshotting a couple of them that I thought it was only a couple anyway at the end of last season.
Solano has taken the last of Arriaga's ship and spaced the crew. And the Panshin is tracking 2 drive signatures, which could be the last Golden Bough dissidents.
Is that a backhanded way of saying that you still don't have any news about Jama?
Do you want me to tell you every time nothing happens?
Increase the bounty on Jama 20%. And the Rocinante as well.
I wonder how much it actually is.
Rosenfeld with me.
Yeah, I wonder how much their bounties actually are. And which one's bigger? Is it going to be the bounty on the Rocinante or the bounty on Drummer? And lastly, Naomi, I know he's your kid, but he's turned into a useless sleazeball. Not a fan. The really funny thing is I don't think his dad's a fan of him either. Looks like that father-son bond really took a nosedive after, you know, Marco's plans came to fruition. Looks like he doesn't need a son anymore, does he?
Ceres will be the capital city of our Belter nation. A place all Belters can be proud of. And forever call home!
Looks like Philip's feeling a little jealous and left out, huh? I thought they were supposed to be yelling his name, or at least both their names. He's not even included. Can't say we didn't see this coming, but I'll tell you what, it's well deserved, especially after putting hands on his mom. They must be going after Drummer.
Take the shot. Not yet. It's a direct fire weapon. It has to line up perfectly.
On your signal.
Girl, calm down.
No! What did you do?
What did you do? Wow, that was flipping close.
We transferred most of the fuel. 1 tank of water, 2 pallets of rations.
Munitions.
Any?
1 torpedo.
1 torpedo.
Which brings our missile load to a grand total of 3.
Man, I feel bad for Drummer and her crew. They hardly have anything left, and they're stuck in the middle. Who exactly are their allies?
We have to figure out how they're being triggered. If we could stop even a few of them before they're launched, it'll be an accomplishment.
Well, it's a good thing they found this now. But how many have they done this to? Careful now. You don't know if it's trapped or whatever.
Yeah, that's the navigation computer.
You've started the reactor.
You must have tripped the failsafe.
No, you need to get out of there. Jim, what the fuck are you doing?
You need to get out of there now!
He cannot die here.
Get behind the ridge, put as much rock between you and the drive tube as you can.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
You have to get out of there now!
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Freaking heart attack. I thought you were going to kill him in the first episode. Oh, my God. I swear it's like Holden has a death wish or something.
There wasn't enough time to get far enough away with it.
No, sure, if I could break it and shut it down.
Just come back inside, please.
Yeah, take a breath, lady. Oh, my God.
Is there something you need Peaches to do differently?
The only reason she's here is because you decided to make her part of the crew.
You made some pretty big decisions for all of us without talking to me.
Exactly.
So does that mean you can do whatever you like now?
But maybe you could cut Peaches a fucking break, like we all did for you.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
You're right about that.
Don't tell me the crew's gonna break up, man. Don't do this. But Amos is right, man. I mean, how many times has she done things without notifying anybody about what she's done? Like, the time when she hid the proto-molecule, the time she gave it to Fred Johnson. I mean, come on. All he did was bring on a new member when they're missing one. I mean, granted, she is a murderer and she's done some bad things, but I mean, she's actually trying to help him out. And she's not even giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'll tell you what, though. I think the real problem is that it feels like everybody is just tired of what they're doing and tired of each other, and it's just bad vibes all around. I really hope things get better between them all.
We're gonna talk about the other problem.
Michio is not a problem. She made a mistake.
She isn't built for this. She's a salvage technician.
So are you.
Not anymore. I'm a fighter now.
We will find a safe port where we can resupply.
Is she gonna drop her?
A place where you can stay.
It's true, though. She's probably not fit. I mean, look at her. She almost got y'all killed. I see both sides. It's horrible. But it's true. Some people aren't meant to be soldiers. I just hope that when they do drop the girl off, she doesn't decide to, I don't know, join Marco's side. Because that'd be messed up.
The rocks to get revenge for all of us.
That's the stuff his father did. And he knows it.
Say this is not Medina. If Sandrani wants more for this station, they can tighten the food and water rations. We owe these people nothing.
Cities is our capital. These are our people. Your job is to get them what they need.
If you have any specific logistical suggestions, we'd love to hear them.
No, just do your job.
He brings nothing to the table.
Discuss this further. I would like to in private.
His dad didn't even simply just dismiss him. He laughed at him. They both did. I have honestly never really liked this kid from day one, so I love this.
There. See those flashes? It reminded me of the artifact on Ellis.
It's not our problem anymore.
Well, in the big picture, it could be.
I am out here to kill Marco before he kills us. The only reason that I'm still out here instead of drinking myself lying on moon is because I don't want to abandon you. So don't abandon us.
Those words mean a lot, especially coming from Amos, because that basically means he cares about him. I just hope that Holden doesn't pull like a Naomi and just go off on his own to go investigate that. Unless Abasarelli puts together a team for Bobby.
I pulled as many signal relays in the belt as I could, looking for coded bursts at that frequency over the past few months. Found a bunch of them.
Oh, wow.
Each of these signals launched a rock.
Which gave me another idea. I triangulated the signals to see if I could
can you
out
find
where
them?
the transmission came from.
It looks like an orbit.
Probably a spotter ship that's been guiding the rocks.
If we could find it and take it out, it could seriously reduce Marco's ability to keep hitting Earth.
True.
Prepare to get underway.
Aye, Captain.
Seriously, good on Naomi for being able to find the information. Man, that's a little ray of hope, and that's exactly what they need right now. I hope they're able to find these ships.
I tried for so long to stay away from the violence, and now the people we're hunting and killing, the same ones I used to call my own. I don't know how much longer I can bear it.
But you can't also just let him do it either. That's the thing. See, this is why I think Marco should be their top priority for right now, at least. Unless the proto-molecule ship just happens to, like, fall in their lap or something. This waste of space. I hate to say it because he's Naomi's son, but it's true.
But fucking hero! Kill the ultimate! Millions of them for people like you!
Hey, Philip, you're coming in hot,
fucking hero!
Okay, come on, let's go. I take you back to the ship.
Fucking touch me! The fuck you gonna do about it, huh?
Whoop his ass. Whoop his ass. He needs that ass whooping. Put him in his place. Naomi's son is just a piece of trash. Call me cold-hearted, but I'm honestly hoping Marco spaces his son for this, because he could show that he wouldn't even blink, you know, sacrificing his son for the greater good for the Belters.
A little help.
She's like, let me not show anybody this.
Time for your performance review.
My what?
You hate this job.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I understand.
Be truthful.
I'll step down.
If I don't get the easy way out, neither do you. I just received word from Holden. He believes they've located an Inaros spotter ship.
Oh, send her out there.
We're wounded, broken, trying desperately to keep ourselves going by pretending we're not. Cutting through it all, wearing down. Little wins here and there will not hold us together.
Nope.
We need more than that.
You need something to give hope.
Something big. Something to give us a reason to hope.
Mm-hmm.
You have something in mind?
I do.
Their explosions look so awesome. Oh my god. And there goes episode 1. I want to know what their plan is. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the list of my notes here, and we'll start talking about the stuff we saw in the episode and the crew themselves too. So let's start with the protomolecule ship. Like I said before, will it actually land on the planet? I think it was called Laconia. And if it does, is it gonna try to do its own terraforming, turn the atmosphere into something, and kill all the life forms and change it into something crazy looking? I'm thinking maybe, and maybe we won't actually see that until the end of the very season. I'm thinking because maybe they're gonna focus more on Marco for this season, and then make like the end be, you know, the proto-molecule still out there, and if they ever wanted to continue the story at a later date, they could probably do that, or you know, just leave it open-ended like that. That's what my thoughts are for the proto-molecule ship. I could be wrong though. Next, let's get into the crew. Let's start with Amos. You know, I really felt bad for Amos because last season all he wanted to do was get back to the crew because they were basically his moral compass. And now that he's back, both Naomi and Holden are just, they're not the same. They're so tired of everything. You know, they're jaded. I don't even think they would be great, you know, they're not great role models for anybody right now. Which is funny because I think the person who would be a good moral compass for him is probably Clarissa. And he's probably going to have to stick to her a little bit more. Hopefully the rest of the crew will warm up to her later on. Here's hoping, right? As for Holden, we know the proto-molecule basically lives rent-free in his head. That's all he can think about besides the mission for Marco right now. And I think that at the end of this mission, if they are able to take out Marco, he will probably want to pursue the proto-molecule. And I'm hoping the rest of the crew wants to go with him. But by that time, who knows what might happen. They might split apart. I hope it doesn't happen, though. I want them to go together. As for Naomi, I understand she's having a really tough time coming to terms with having to kill her own people. But they made a choice to choose Marco's side, and she made her own choice, too. And the best thing to do is just take out Marco, and that's what she's basically trying to do. I just really hope she's also ready to come to terms with the fact that there may be no help in saving her son. I mean, at least I don't believe he can be saved at this point because he just shot someone who was supposed to be his friend because he was feeling inferior to his dad. And then we have Bobby and Avasarala, and I really like them two together. However, I think Bobby's better suited to be out in space in her mech suit instead of an actual suit because she needs to be in battle. But what I truly think should happen is I think Avasarala should actually give her her own ship and her own crew because the Rocinante can't be the only ship out there doing things. They need to have a companionship, you know, someone to work with. And I think she would be great. And maybe pull in Drummer too. Because then they would have 3 companion ships working together, or at least working together doing separate missions. Because Drummer also needs help. She needs munitions, she needs rations, she is probably going to need allies. But I'm really surprised they hadn't already come together as a group of ships, because at the end of the last season they're all together. So I'm hoping that that happens now. But I'll be honest with you, where the season can go right now is beyond me because I don't have enough information to try to make that connection. But I think that maybe they will stay with Marco, like I said, and we'll probably won't see the proto-molecule again until the very end of the season. And hopefully by that time they'll be finished with the whole Marco situation and be able to go and pursue the proto-molecule at that time and leave it as open-ended until hopefully somebody else picks up this show because I love it so much. And if I had to pick a favorite character out of this entire show, I would have to say Amos because I love the many layers to his character so much. But I tell you what, Bobby and Drummer, especially Drummer, come in a close second. Well, anyway, this was episode 1 for season 6. It was great, good beginning that we were getting for this season, and I can't wait for more. How about you?